Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Axion Community Show. Woohoo! This is where you get to come on and say how things are going. Of course, I hope you guys have a good time. We're going to be covering Axion in depth, and of course, we're going to get on to also covering the Legion the Legion IDO, and also the Warp project update. We're going to do that too. Also, the Gwei price at the moment on Ethereum is super cheap. Not that that matters to a lot of people in Axion who are on Polygon with the cheap Gwei fees, but Ethereum at the moment is pretty cheap, 20 Gwei to 30 Gwei. So if you want to do a transaction on Ethereum, I suggest you get onto it. The Gwei price is pretty low at the moment, so pretty nice. Sounds like the audio is up and running, so that's pretty cool. Let's get into that. Get into the chat, folks. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. And I'm going to post the let me post the invite there. If you want to join in, I'll post it in the chat there. Very, very cool. Obviously, it's a family show, so just keep it family oriented. Cool. That is the link if you want to jump in, of course. And welcome. Here we are on the Axion website. This is a beautiful website. I think it is the best in crypto. And having covered a lot of projects, this really is a beautiful site. I like the blues. The blues are really popping. And of course, hats off to Pullen from the Axion core team. Very big shout out to Pullen there for sure. So looking good here. Let us jump in. We've got all the website here. If you are new to Axion, of course, do your investment due diligence. Check out Axion website. The link's in the video description, axion.network. And of course, you can check out the main product, which is the Accelerator at the top there. That's where you buy and stake and get all the bonuses. And of course, earn some good APY. Pretty much you earn Axion. You can earn wrapped Bitcoin dividends. And of course, on top of that, you get access to early IDO projects with often cheap prices. Maybe half price, or you get airdrops and things like that. So it's pretty cool. Once you're staked in Axion, you get a lot of those stuff. The team's, of course, targeting about 24 launches a year. So that's a lot of added potential value and a nice diversified product as well, portfolio as well. So it's pretty cool. So Axion, wrapped Bitcoin divs, and of course, IDOs and airdrops and things like that. It's looking pretty good. A lot of value there for stakers. The other thing, of course, is when you go to the Accelerator, you can get a Collider, particle NFT, and a chance to get a bonus investment. You could be as lucky as making an investment of $1,000, getting a particle NFT that would give you a chance of getting a $1,000 bonus. And then, of course, winning that, you got a 4% chance, 1 in 25 of winning that. So if you did win it, that's pretty awesome. You could double your bags in the same day. So pretty nice there. Accelerator for buying and staking, one code, then Collider. You can also buy Axion on the open market. You can check that out there. And of course, there's the latest news updates as well, and the Launchpad, which has all the IDO projects. Of course, Legion is the latest one. That has just closed, and of course, they had something like apparently a $2 million app download. So if that's true, then that's amazing. So this was some of the product quality getting pushed through Axion Launchpad. So we've got welcome to the Launchpad there. Let me just double check there, make sure no one's coming in the chat here. We've got Prana in the house. Yo, yo, yo. Good to see you, Prana. And David Yardley's in here. I am positive about Axion. Still are you? Well, we're positive, of course. We're covering the Axion every day. So onwards and upwards. Consistency is always the key, David. I'm sure you know that because you've been around a long time too. All right, next trend says, hello, Axions. Hey, next trend, good to see you in the house. I don't know if you've had a name change. It's the first time I've seen you in the chat, but great to see you for sure. How are you? Very, very good. Not sure if you've changed your name there, next trend, or whether you've been around since the beginning of Axion. So let me know. Hashtag Axion, like it, next trend. Very, very cool. Welcome to the chat, of course. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and get into it. The link is at the top, of course. If you want to join in, you can come into the green room, and then I can post you to the main chat. Obviously, it's a family show. Just remember that. So cool. All right, so this is the website. This is the homepage, and of course, look at how beautiful it is. You obviously got all the details there. How much can you earn? You can check that all out. There's a look at this in-play calculator here. You can play around with that. It's got lots of extra information there as well. You've also got earn potential bonus stakes, which is the Collider, as I talked about. You got the headline numbers. I've used this for the thumbnail today. You can see the headline numbers here. Looks beautiful as well. Number of wallets, 17,000. Bitcoin paid to stakers, 180. Lots of cool stuff in there as well. Your investment, of course, you can learn about the fact that it's all been audited, and Axion's been up and running for some time now. Very, very cool. I love that rocket, how it comes up through the website. Got all the IDOs, the launch pads, gives you early access, gives you airdrops, all sorts of stuff. If you buy and stake Axion, you can get all the benefits. It really is quite cool. And of course, one of the headlines, one there is Warp, and we'll be covering Warp in full later in the live stream. And of course, Legion Network is IDO's just finished, and Axion, one of the major partners for that IDO. So that was pretty cool, giving some pretty cool access to that. Much, of course, Axion in the news is there as well, and lots more. So check out the website, folks. Links in the video description. Let's jump to the Axion portal. This is where you buy and stake ultimately. And we're going to click on that, and of course, it will take us to here. This is the Axion portal. So we're going to get going. This is stake.axion.network, stake.axion.network. And of course, we're in the main place here. So Accelerator, where you buy and stake, get all the bonuses. Collider, you chance of winning a bonus stake. So that's pretty nice. Hey, we've got special guests already coming in. So we've got, this truly is a community show. We've got, what is this? We've got Crypto Casino says, I'm here. It's good because I'm starting to stutter. I'm so excited to see Crypto Casino in the chat. Here we go, folks. There we go. Woohoo! Welcome, CC. Woo.
Morning, Superman.
Yeah,
morning, guys.
Good morning to you. And I was listening to your story yesterday, and here you are today. So nice.
We had a fantastic chat last night. After you went, Superman, me, Piranha, Slash. My God, it was 12:30 midnight for me. So
it was pretty late, but you're up in the morning.
Yes, I especially got up to come into your show, mate.
Oh, fantastic. So welcome, CC. Obviously, everybody, if you haven't subscribed to CC's channel, hit the channels tab here on Axion Token. Go to CC's channel and subscribe. He's got lots of great content on there, so definitely follow CC there as well. Very, very cool. Hey, we've got a couple of comments here before I move on into the Axion portal. We've got Next Trend says, I'm with Axion with the beginning. This is my another YouTube channel. Oh, nice one. Very, very cool. I'm still not sure who Next Trend is though, with the different channel name. Stake 5 for 5 days, Axion, absolutely. And Prana says, yeah, come on the mic, folks. Don't be just shy. Hanging. Hey, here we got another one in. Ruckus is in. Hey, Prana. Woohoo! Nice.
Hey, guys.
Axion Community Show is ramping it up with the content creators jumping on. Are you a content creator yet, Prana, or are you officially still just an awesome community member?
Yeah, maybe the latter one for now.
Latter one for now. Cool. It's been very exciting, though, ACC, to see Prana doing content. That's been very good.
It's brilliant. Yeah. It's really doing good. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll build up the content creator army for Axion. One content creator at a time. That's the way to go. Yeah, Next Trend says, big fan of Axion. Well, that's great to hear, Next Trend. Very, very cool. I'm still trying to work out who Next Trend is.
Next Trend, by the way. I'll just see that in the comment.
Hi, Crypto Casino says Next Trend. You don't know who Next Trend is there, CC?
Nah, Cryptic.
Cryptic. Oh, welcome. Idea. Anyway, no idea. No one has any idea, but welcome, Next Trend. And of course, Prana Scott CC made it up that long Saturday night out on Discord voice. And of course, yes, Prana was a long, good chat. Prana, did you end up playing poker?
No, I ended up playing. I mean, not playing. I'm watching the basketball game that I said I was going to watch.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, you got no shortage of sport in the United States, have you?
Oh, yeah. We got plenty of sports over here to keep us busy.
Yeah. Watch nonstop, that's for sure. Yeah. The biggest sports in America, was it American football, gridiron, whatever they call it?
Yeah, American football, which is actually playing with the hands and not with the feet. And basketball true. And a sport called baseball. I don't know if baseball is played in your area. But
no, we play softball.
Softball, yeah. So that's basically the same thing, except with a smaller and harder ball.
Yeah. Baseball's got smaller ball, which is probably harder and faster.
Yeah.
But no, they play it out down the road near me. They play it. There's a whole ton of leagues that play softball.
Yeah, we have softball here too, and that's for amateurs mostly over here.
Okay, yeah. And you probably got rugby players too then?
Actually, in my area, I don't know if people actually play rugby in the New York City area, but, the Axion ambassador who played in the Olympics.
Nia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from California, and supposedly, I guess they play rugby in that side of the USA.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she's still doing ambassadoring somewhere.
Yeah, she's on the advisory council with, a bunch of other people.
She's still active there? She's still active? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I guess so.
Zob's in the house. Dan, missed poker again.
No, nobody played poker. I don't think
no one
anybody
played
played poker. No.
Yeah. CC says, mornings of. Cool. Here we are, folks. We're on the accelerator. Still 100% remaining. 11 hours and 34 minutes to go. 375 million Axion in the pool. We've sold just a tiny bit there. It's gone through there, and then we'll scroll down here. Yeah, just 126,000. So nothing really too much to talk about. Obviously, if you want to get all the Axion bonuses, folks, buy and stake in here. Of course, it's on Polygon Network. 6 different tokens you can use on the Polygon Network. Some of the best ways of getting tokens on a Polygon Network is crypto.com. You got some more? Crypto.com, Qcoin. What else? What was the one that you told me the other day, Prana? The Fiat Gateway? Was it MoonPay? Yeah, MoonPay. Yeah, so there's a couple of ways of getting current tokens if you want to get fiat on here to buy and invest and stake in Axion. So it's pretty cool. 4 different bonuses, of course. There's the accelerated bonus up to 15%, 1% per year. And, of course, the big paydays, there's 4 of those coming up. I like to click the advanced tab. You can see the 4 big paydays. That's 45 billion Axion distributed over the next 4 years coming ahead. I think we've got 7.5 billion in year 2, 10 billion year 3, 12.5 billion year 4, and 15 billion in year 5. So there we are. So there's 4 bonuses there. And, of course, on top of that, you get a particle NFT. Maximum is 15 million. $1,366 is the top prize at the moment, which is pretty handsome. And what else we got here? Monthly BTC divs. You get wrapped Bitcoin divs in real time as well. You can withdraw those at any time, which is pretty cool. The Axion you get at the end of the staking period. But once again, it's so cheap on Polygon that you can just stake as many times as you want and make a really cool staking ladder. It's a pretty way to go.
Super cheap. Yeah.
Super cheap, yeah. We're just saying that the gas prices are super cheap at the moment on Ethereum. This is super cheap for Ethereum, I must say. So you've got Uniswap, $11 for a trade at the moment, a transfer down at $3. And it's unbelievable. We haven't seen the prices down this low. 2 years? I don't know. It's pretty long time. No, not 2 years, but it's a long time.
Oh, wow. 23 grey at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty super cheap. So we don't often see this.
I think the last time that happened, it was probably like all the way back in July, maybe. We
can actually scroll down here. We can actually see what's driving the most gas. We've got OpenSea at 14%. No surprises there. Uniswap, OpenSea registry. So, man, it's so much more NFTs trading than you can imagine, isn't it? Crazy stuff there. So, yeah. So there we are, folks. That's super cheap. What's this here? $1.26. Is that that's just a basic transfers down at just over $1 for a transfer from crypto. That's amazing. So, we'll see how long that lasts for sure. Cool.
You said the weekends are the perfect time, Sundays. So
yeah, that's right. I did say that. Yeah, so 1 to 3 a.m. UTC time, but they are particularly good today. So very, very cool. Zov says, yeah, just guessing. Yes, it is morning, 3:30 a.m. So you must be in United States too, Zov. Get on the mic for Superman's show. Yeah, well, that's right. For a bit. And Prana says, before you crash to bed. Yeah, absolutely. A few too many to drink tonight to get to stream. Probably pass out listening to the show because my eyes are already fluttering. You make me fall asleep just reading that. Next trend says, world's best ecosystem. Axion, absolutely next trend. And no problem, says Zov. Nice one. I wonder if is next trend, is that fixation, aka fixation? I don't know. Could be fixation. I'm just trying to guess now. You got me guessing. All right, so we've covered the accelerator there, folks. All you basically do is select the token, put the amount you want to buy in a stake, and then select the period. Now, the stake days is what matters. The longer you stake, the better. Longer pays better. And you can play around with the days, and you'll see the benefits over year change. So you can max that out. Max staking period, 5,055 days. You get over when you stake your Axion, of course, you swap it over for shares. You get over 20% more shares per year. So it's 15 years, over 300%. And, of course, that would mean you get 3 times more wrapped Bitcoin divs than, say, a year stake. So pretty good deal there as well. Obviously, the Bitcoin divs are subject to how much is being bought and staked through the accelerator. Other than that, looking very, very good. Now, when people do buy and stake, of course, 55% goes and buys Axion, and then that gets burned on the market. And, of course, we just started that off. And, of course, 35% goes to wrapped Bitcoin divs, and then 15% goes to the Axion Foundation for marketing. And of course, we love marketing here, so that's exciting to see. Once of course you've accepted your stake, just click the stake button there, and of course your stake will show up on the stake page. Got your portfolio value there. You got the shares that you have. Remember, when you stake Axion, you swap it for shares, and of course you can withdraw your wrapped Bitcoin dividends at any time, or you can recycle them through the Accelerator, which is a really cool feature. At the bottom, you'll see your stakes. It doesn't show it here because it's just an example account, but your stakes will show down the bottom. Your particle NFT that you get as a bonus for buying and staking in the Accelerator will show here. And if you want to use it, you can just jump up to the collider, put your particle NFT in here. You get to impact the benefit, so you can max out the benefit for staking longer. Engage the collider, and you got 4% chance of winning. Have either of CC, Prana, you won one of these yet?
Not yet.
No, not me either.
Me neither. So none of us won one, but it could be you. Could be you that wins one. Could be you that wins one.
There's quite a few people that have won, though. So
there's a lot that have won. So we're going to go check out actually how many have won, because I'm pretty sure they've got the numbers up here. Hey, there we are. Looking good. So 4,464 particle NFTs have been awarded, I guess, or at least attempts. There's been that many attempts. Maybe there's more colliders out there. But 175 have won. 4,289 have lost. And of course, that's 4% approximately, 1 in 25. But so far, 394 million Axion has been won, and that's currently valued at the price of Axion is $10,645. So people are winning out there, folks. People are definitely winning. In fact, I saw one earlier. Someone won a pretty decent one. I saw earlier.
Yeah, so like 1.7 million or something like that.
Yeah, 1.7 million. Yeah, it's up here somewhere. Maybe it's too far up here. That might take me forever, and we'll get dizzy just watching me scroll up. But that's probably, I'm sure I saw it not too long ago. But then, it's probably, maybe it was hours ago that I actually looked at it. Yeah. Oh, well, I'll forget that. I don't want you guys to get dizzy with me trying to scroll up there. But that's really cool, folks. You can definitely win, as we saw the numbers there. Cool. All right. So we covered the accelerates where you buy and stake and get all the bonuses. And, of course, you can do that in one go, which is pretty unique.
You just passed it.
Did I?
Yeah, a little up.
Oh, did I really? Let's go back up here. Up there? Is it there? There? No. There? No. No, I can't see it. Can't see it. Oh, well, we'll leave that one. Anyway, someone won it. 1.7. It was about 1.7. All right, so that's the one. That's the collider, the stake and NFTs. We've covered that. Let's go to the launch, and we're going to look at the latest launch that's just finished. So the Legion launch there, 200,000 in total value. Let's see how we did. We've been selling out every single one, haven't we?
We sold out on all of them. Legion at the moment. I think we're like near enough halfway or something with that one.
Looks like it's closed.
I think it's market conditions. Sorry, I think it's market conditions at the moment, guys. It's nothing to do with the actual project.
Yeah.
What's going on in the world? Everything else. Investors are a bit scared to part with money, basically. Yeah.
So that has closed 9 a.m. Okay, so that's closed a little while ago. Earlier today, that's about 12 hours ago. It closed. I think if this time's based on my time. 27th of February, pledging is closed, and of course, 34.39% was sold out. So 68,000 versus 200, which is pretty good, like you say, given the market conditions. Yeah. Otherwise, we're pretty much sold out every single one, right? See, that's 100%. Was sold out, and of course, Luxy, 100%.
I think Whoop sold out within a day or so, wasn't it? Whoop.
Yeah, that sold out super fast. Whoop did, yeah. So it's like I say, it's more like market conditions, but that's still a decent result. Decent result, 34%. So cool. Anyway, folks, this is kind of the way it works. This is so efficient. This is kind of the best launch pad. You get the launches come up here. Obviously expecting about two a month, I should say. And then we've got once they do pop up, you can make your pledge there, and your pledging really depends on your staking. Typically, they allow you to pledge a certain amount if you've staked for 1 year, or a certain amount if you've staked for 15.2 years, what we call a max staker or a max share stake or something like that. So cool. That is the way it goes. And sometimes you may need KYC, and of course KYC is already on the platform. And funny enough, that's with our first launch partner, Securitas, which is a nice little partner there to make that work. And then, of course, we've got the vesting. Once you pledge, of course, if you're successful, then you'll get it vested to you, or like a bonding payout drip to you as you go. So if you had one here, if you had a project that you had actually invested in, you'd get the allocation maybe over a 6-month period, like 16% per month over a 6-month period, something like that. Cool. So very cool. Now, if you want to see, Crypto Casino does a lot of covering on the pledges and the launch partners, much more than I do on this channel. So hats off to Crypto CC. Number of things is in the house. Hey, lol. Hey, number of things. Good to see you in the chat there. Number of things pumping it up in the old crypto world. Prana's got numbers in the house. Yeah, numbers in the house, right? Next trend dot from the Australian Axion member. Yeah, and CC says, nice. CC's got morning number. And next trend says, when will get Legion who participated? So it's actually going live on is it the 6th of March? We can actually jump to the site. Let me just jump to full details. Let's go to this. I don't know if there's the work. There's the one here. So I think that's going live. This is when you're going to get it. So you're going to get 4% on March the 7th. You're going to get 6% of whatever you pledged on the April the 6th, and every month thereafter up until the 3rd of September, you're going to get 16%. Now it's they're going to go live on the Binance Smart networks. This is going to be the first one we've got on the PSC network, right?
Yeah,
so
they're going to be on PSC.
Yeah, it is. You're going to be able to buy and sell on Pancake Swap, and of course that's March the 7th. So it might be an opportunity to pick up a bit there. Now I know that the Discord and Telegram go off the roof with the number of people in there. So pretty busy place.
I don't know if you. Sorry,
huh?
man. I don't know if you see on Dex Tools at the moment. There's a little advert for Axion. Axion launch. Get whitelisted now. Are you an OG?
Look at that. Yeah. Let's have a look. That's a good observation. Let me just jump over that. That's not up to that yet.
Dex Tools. For me, it's showing.
Oh, it's showing for you. Yeah, the ads are different for me here. It's got Stake and Farm. Maybe let me refresh and say maybe it might reset another ad.
On the right-hand side at the bottom for me.
Obviously. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, hats off to the Axion and the marketing team. See?
Yeah.
There we are. We didn't even know that. And we're supposed to be content creators. We are.
There you go. Look.
Yeah. So don't miss the next launch. There we are. Get whitelisted now. Hey, that's really cool. So the team are definitely targeting that 24 launch partners per year. And that gives that the benefits for that is that it gives you early access to really cool projects. So even though you're putting up capital and allocating capital into them, you could actually get a really nice ROI on different projects. Obviously, you got to do your own investment due diligence on them, but also it does give you diversification in your portfolio. So that's kind of a couple of basic finance principles there, but it's probably quite good from that point of view. I do hope that Axion also looks to develop a few more products within the Axion ecosystem, possibly around lending or something like that. That would be pretty cool. I'm sure people would like to put capital towards something that that could, deliver some nice little ROI opportunities like that too.
Yeah, there was talk in one of the videos, I think back in December. I don't know if it was a leak, but using the stakes as collateral.
Yeah, well, that's right. So we could do things like that. That's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think that they, even on the War project, which I really love, I think that they can enhance the OHM DAO. I think they need to have some direct link between the underlying token rather than an implied link between the treasury and the token. So I think there's some room for, once you do that, you really give solid price support to the underlying token. What do you think about that, CC?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at the, I've got my charts are a bit different to yours. And if a crossover happens, which is, I use like the EMA cross, expectantial moving average. And if that crosses over, then it's bullish. And then I like use the accumulation one as well. So, obviously charts can only give you a sort of an indication of where prices are going.
Yeah, maybe we should get numbers on over here to give his commentary too.
Yeah, numbers just in the chat. Yeah.
Well, you can share your screen, can't you, CC? Just gonna. CC says just gonna do a second copy. Love it. First, you did that. You sneaked that in without even saying anything. That's pretty cool. Before he went off and got it. First 4% on March. Yeah, that's right, Zob. I think that's what we got, 4% on 7th of March. And it goes live on the 7th of March. This is for Legion. And it's people that invested get 7.5 cents. And it's going to launch at 15 cents for the public. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that valuation goes after the launch. So it's going to be fascinating. Zov, everyone's you got the post there. Thanks, Zov, for that. And Nicholas is in the house. What are the bullish news regarding tokens? Yeah, we'll come and cover that. Actually, we'll go through that while you're talking about it. We've got. Feel free to jump in, CC Prana, on this because especially you guys are sometimes on Discord more than I am, so you probably be up. But if we go to the update here, this is with the latest update. So we had obviously we had Legion launch. That was a new Axion launch. That's already done. There was a second one as well following up on that. You guys know at all what the second one is?
No.
I'll the household name, but it's almost the end of the month, so I don't know if that's going to come out in time.
Yeah, maybe it will come out tomorrow, next week. Yeah, next month or whatever. What month are we in now? February. Yeah, we've got one more day left in February. So March. Man, February, because it's a short month, always catches you off guard. KYC updates, we've got that. That was done. That was achieved by the team because we got that up here. So that's all Axion there. So hats off to the team for delivery there. Very, very cool. And, of course, that's with our first launch partner, Securitas, as I said earlier. That's really cool. We've got NFT minting, state minting. Obviously, that's been delayed. Originally, it was delayed for the visual artwork because they want to get it better and better and better. And I think that's pretty close to coming out, right?
I guess so. But did you guys notice that the artwork for the liquidity replenishment NFT got updated? So
yeah, has that been done?
Yeah. Take a look at that.
Let's have a look at that because that's really cool. So we're going to look at that. Let's go here.
And I know we can't divulge it at the moment, Superman, because we haven't been given the go-ahead on it. But obviously, you've seen the Axion launch teaser video with the music.
Yes. Yeah, I haven't talked about that at all, CC.
I think we're allowed to at least say that, guys. Absolutely brilliant.
I have no idea what you're talking about, CC.
Yeah. No, come on. Yeah,
I deny it. It's plausible deniability.
Kick us off the channel.
It's plausible deniability.
All I can say, guys, is they really are working hard behind the scenes, really.
Yeah, there's more marketing coming. We're going to get into that. Let's have a look at this. Where we're going to the Axion NFT ecosystem. Is this the one I want? Yeah. Oh, whoa! Look at this. This is brand new. Woohoo! That looks cool. So let's see what the video is like. So LP replenishment finally has visual art to it. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Moving sideways, that's a good move. So we've got liquidity replenishment, utility, OG benefits function, nice. And good little video there, nice on that. Has it got sound? You guys won't hear the sound, but it's got no. It doesn't. I don't know if it's got sound. It hasn't got sound. Anyway, so currently the cheapest price is $2,000 for one of the LP replenishments. Now, when is this finishing? Do we know? The LP payments, the long ones. People get them.
It's going to finish around May.
May. Okay, cool. So that'll be the end of the LP payments.
Because there was a 6-month term, a 12-month term, and an 18-month term.
Yeah, that's right. So it's just the back end ones, right? Must be finishing. The 18-month ones, I would have thought we're up to that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So that's coming up. So let's go up. So we've got NFT stake minting is coming up with the galaxy. So every stake will have its own galaxy based on its parameters, like staking length and size and stuff like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. They'll also potentially be transferable, although I did think we were going to get some tokenomic stuff around deflation with that. So having a secondary market. So we'll see if we get that. Excuse me. Website refresh. Well, obviously you can see the website is looking super good. I think they're going to do a few of these other pages as well. I think Pullen is focusing on that. But so far the homepage looks just spectacular. I'm really impressed by it. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, I like the dark mode look, like I said when it first came out.
So YouTube video series is coming out, 9 videos. So that's to come out. So you can see there's going to be a big marketing push as well as the launch pad. Those are kind of the two big things. So we've got the video series coming out. The website's been refreshed and, well advanced on that. Lots of new marketing is being planned. So that's coming up. You guys heard anything else besides that? We are aware of a really cool video promo coming out. So now that CC sort of, pre-dropped that, but that's coming up.
You heard it first on Superman's channel.
CC will get me later. Axion, we've got the Axion launch focus there, so that's obviously the biggest focus, I think. And of course, as I say, I think the key benefits are diversification of portfolio, a lot of discount access to new IDOs, which a lot of people are scouring for, trying to get the latest and greatest. So it's really cool to get airdrops and discounted prices and things like that for IDOs and stuff. The other thing, of course, is sometimes they can also be strategic partners and offer mutual benefits. So it's pretty cool there from a value add to portfolio, and obviously gives you diversification as well. Like I say earlier, one thing I'd like to see is more product development within the Axion ecosystem. I think lending is probably one of the most obvious ones there that the team could build products around, and also raise capital within the team and then get ROIs by lending that out, because obviously that's a big market in crypto. Community vote is coming out, so that's coming out too. That's going to be important also for the tokenomic changes, because we've got tokenomic changes coming up with potentially for the Accelerator and potentially for a selfie on SushiSwap, 4%, 2% going to stakers, 2% going to burn. So adding on to the burn there. And then, of course, we've got centralized listing is still on the table. And that's we're supposed to get some news on that apparently soon. So centralized listing, that'd be really cool. That obviously opens up to new markets and potentially possibly even an indirect fiat gateway and things like that. So it's kind of cool. And then, of course, we've got the fiat on-ramp as well, which is also in play. And that may or may not include Connect Financial, which I think they've still got some sort of dialogue going with them. But it's really Connect Financial that's been delayed for a year or so. Was it a year? 2 years? 2 years? It's a pretty long time. Anyway, so we've got that still in the pipeline. And then, of course, there's lots more stuff the team's working on to move the project forward. So that's pretty cool, all from Pullen, one of the core team members. So nice to see that. Also a marketing manager. It's going to be a new marketing director, I should say, once that opportunity is permitting. So that's going to be in play as well. Nice. Chris CC says, so hopefully, Nicholas, that answers some of your questions there. We've gone through those. Anything else you guys want to add to that list? Maybe you heard.
Well, from the chat, it says Slash and Zav said that the household name Launchpad, it doesn't look like it's going to happen because they went a different route.
Okay.
They're doing their own IDO.
Okay. Yeah, well, that would have been awesome for Axion Launchpad. So hopefully they can try and track some other ones. As we saw on the Dex Tools, the team has got some ads there, right there. Nice. So that should pull on some projects, and the team has to go through, I guess, an assessment of those projects.
I started using DexScreener.com, so I rarely use Dex Tools, so I didn't even notice this ad. And I remember Pullen showing this or saying that this ad was in Dex Tools, but I stopped using Dex Tools a couple of months ago, so that's why I didn't notice the ad.
All right, yeah. I still use Dex Tools. I've just started using Dex Screener just the last couple of days, so it's funny.
Yeah.
I think another thing to add, guys, as well with the launch pads, if anyone didn't tune into the Axiom Friday, the Telegram, and it is recorded, Andy went through like a specific project that they were like doxing and vetting, and anyway, it come up with red flags, etc., etc. So behind the scenes as well, they have to vet these projects as well, so that takes time, to make sure that our funds are safe, and we're not in a sort of a scam project. So if anyone is watching this, if you haven't listened to the Axiom Friday show on Telegram, it is pre-recorded, and there is a couple of little hints from Andy there that there is a lot of super bullish stuff happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, nice. Good stuff, CC. So, yeah, lots of more coming, folks. There's our list of 12, which I think we've done about 3 of those. And then, of course, there's more behind in the back scenes there happening as well. All right, so cool. Yes, made it Slash. What else we got going? Jonathan Kapala's in the house. Hey, Jonathan, good to see you. Always only invest what you're willing to lose. Don't understand why people get angry when the price goes down. And then the next trend says this is an opportunity. Absolutely. Nicholas Scares on the Axion ratio last Friday. The presenter talked talked about the very bullish news for Axion. Somebody knows something about this rumor. Do you guys know what that's about? You're just talking about.
As Slash is saying, and he gave a leak, but it wasn't a leak.
I see. Okay, cool. That wasn't a leak. Okay, right, they're out. The rumors are squashed there. Jonathan says, I am staked 15 years. Nice one, Jonathan. So are 49% of all other stakers. So you're in a good company there, Jonathan. In fact, Axion has the best staking figures in crypto with 49% stake 15.2 years and 8% average. It was the last time I checked. It was pretty amazing. In fact, I should check the Axion Today dashboard to see what the average is on that. Most of the stats on the Axion Today are good, except for the penalty fees, right? I think they're not working properly or something.
Yeah.
The late penalties when your stake ends or something like that. Slash says, from what Andy said, I'm just catching up to the comments, so I apologize if I'm a little behind. We already talked about it. Andy said on the Telegram show, I don't have, we having that household name launched. Yeah, okay, cool. The household name one isn't happening, says Zov. Slash says, that's what I thought, and that's what she said. Sorry. Zov says that often to do their own IDO. Yep. It was a shame, really. That would have been a great one to push through. Nicholas says, NFT Collider gave me $1 million of Axion. Question is, those tokens is like a giveaway from Axion team. It's actually just part of the budget, isn't it? It's not a big deal. So
it's only
it's not from the team's
or adds 1% to the inflation or something like that.
Yeah, good points. So there we are. Prana said it, 1% to the inflation. It's not from the team's dev wallet. It's from minted inflation. Prana says, okay, Zov, thanks for the update. Nice one. And Slash. Beautiful designing. Yeah, absolutely beautiful designing. Top-notch designing coming out of the Axion team, no doubt. Website is much better. Axion team working very well. Yeah, they are. And Johnson says, most humans have goldfish thinking instead of long-term fishing thinking. What did Jonathan say? Someone?
Smart move, Jonathan. Yeah, it's smart thinking, mate. To be honest, yeah.
All right. There was another joke there, CC, but everyone missed it.
Oh, so I missed the joke there.
I just read out Jonathan saying that after being goldfish with short thinking, and I've got, anyway. Never mind. Better luck next time with my jokes. Slash says Andy gave a leak that wasn't a leak, right? And our next special guest is Andy. No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be nice. Right, yeah.
All right, so here we got the Axion price. We must jump to that. Now we're here, and of course, what we got? How many zeros? 4 zeros, 276. So we've had a little bit of a bounce back there. We're on that daily chart, so we've had 2 green candles in a row, and of course, what we've come up here. We're as high as 14% up, and we're up about 12%. So there we are, and we're bounced off we're not on the bounce off the Bollinger Bands. So 50% Bollinger Bands at quadruple 0.33. So yeah, I think the next target is basically just to get over quadruple 0.3, right? So
yeah,
that's probably it. And if we overlay this and pull this back into the time frame, here's our kind of a target. We still need to breach this target here, quadruple 0.5. So we do need a certain amount of buying to get in there. It's less. I don't know if we're getting that much sale. If you look at the volumes, we're not really getting a lot of big sales. I heard someone in chat saying maybe some of the whales wanted to slowly exit or something, this or that. So we already know that one of them was doing a slow exit with 300 million the other day. Was it a week ago? I think that's when we had this red candle here. I think that was we had this one here. So on the 22nd.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Yeah, but I mean the volumes are fairly low, so it looks like really I just need to get more buying, new investors in, and of course we're going to keep working on getting the word out about Axion. But there we are. That's where we're going at the moment. So our first target to really break this arc to downtrend quadruple 0.5, and of course if we zoom that all the way out, if we get to that, we really will break this downward arc here. And then get back, being able to set an uptrend, because that's what you want to do, right? Get the uptrend. And of course, once you get that in place, then people start looking at the chart, go, okay, this is maybe starting to form a new pattern now. So, yeah, that's kind of got that green indicating there. So maybe we'll put that down there at this stage. Cool. Let's have a look at the DMI on the daily. Let's remove that off there. So obviously sellers direction starting to fall back. So sellers are starting to fall away. We haven't got a strong buyers direction yet, just a little bit, but not really much. But sellers are just starting to fall away. Kind of what I just said, actually. The momentum is very high on the sellers line there at 34, though. Of course, once it gets over 25, it's kind of got a confirmed trend. But with this pulling back, we should see this momentum start to fall down, and that's a positive. And hopefully we'll just get some more, like I say, some new investors into Axion, and that will start to turn around. So that's kind of the DMI there. And of course, with the RSI, we've got tons of room to move up, right? So if we get things right, get enough new investors in, we should be up and away. That sometimes these things just happen slowly, just building on building on themselves. So yep, quadruple 05 is the next target, and that will really start breaking this downward arc here. Cool. And I haven't seen a lot of big accounts really selling, so it is the best if we can just get more buyers. We should be able to move up there on the price. Nicholas says, so Axion's inflation is 7% and 1% of the Collider. No, I think it's 8% plus 1%. No, the inflation's different. No, the inflation rate's different. That's the inflation that you get a payment out as the inflation goes to you as a staker. But the actual minted coming out through the accelerator is different. We've got a video on that from Pullen, and I'm hoping to get an update from Pullen on that too, on the modeling. So that's probably another topic for another day. Slash's Collider wins wouldn't give 1%. That would be way too much for one smaller win in every 25 stakes, says Slash. Yeah, it's probably true too. Nope, 8%, and then the bonuses, discounts, and the Collider winnings. 1% inflation. Says Slash. And then Nicholas says, hey, Crypto Casino, if Axion goes to 0.25 cents per coin, and we will know it, we are talking about over 1,000x, including staking guys, totally 6, says Nicholas. Absolutely. Got any thoughts on that, CC?
Yeah, well, it's to me, although Axion's been going for a year, guys, the whole market's down at the moment with all the altcoins and stuff like that. It is absolutely crazy that people are selling at these super low prices. It's unless they actually need the funds. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy to sell. In my personal opinion, anywhere below 0001, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. In fact, at the moment, this is what you can get. So at the moment, 1 ETH will get you 99.3 million Axion on the market at the moment. That's without the benefits of going through the accelerator, which will get you even more.
The way I look at it with the whole market, guys, is if you're new to crypto and you got in at the highs, 6-8 months ago, you got a second chance of buying in at the moment. And as we all know, that us guys that have been in crypto a long time, it does go through these waves. Yeah. So think of it as a great buying opportunity, not good, great buying opportunities. Always dollar cost averaging though. Don't just use all your funds.
Like that might be true. Like I always say, we're at half bear situation, but look at the asset values are still pretty good. Look at this. That's 30,000 off, but I mean, it's still looking pretty strong, right?
Well, just over a year ago, Bitcoin was what 10K, something like that. 10K?
Yeah. I mean, it reached the all-time high, 20K, and then away it went. It's like they're still holding up pretty well, in my view.
Especially with the current market conditions, yeah.
Yeah. So liquidity at the moment, 159,000. Daily volume. Wow, really? Today's volume was pretty low. There was only $386 today, so hardly anything traded so far. We may have just flipped over into a new day. I'm not sure. Wrapped ETH is 29. There's 2.89 billion Axion in the pool, and the market cap is 2.3 million US. And then circulating supply is 84.3 million, which I haven't actually done that today, but I haven't gone through that. The other thing, of course, to highlight was that Luxy is sitting at 14.6 cents, which is pretty outstanding. That was pretty positive. It's going pretty well, Luxy.
Luxy's held very well.
Yeah, very well indeed. Yeah. So that's pretty cool on that. I think we're going to go to the last topic on Axion before we jump away. And let's have a look here. We've got the total supply, 334.8 billion. We've got 25% circulating supply, 84.3. That was a little while back. That was under 80 billion about a week ago or something. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a week. Yeah, 7 to 10 days maybe. Let's just jump back over there. And of course, I think we've had some stakes, some whale stakes come out, and they haven't restaked yet. So that's kind of interesting. And we've got total stake 75%, 250 billion there. And of that, 49% is staked for 15.2 years, 163.4, which is pretty good. Now, burned Axion, of course, this is my favorite part, is definitely gone up. So let's have a check and see how that's going. We're at 37.1 billion. Axion has been burned, which is an amazing number. So to look at that. Some of that number, of course, does include team burning as well, not just the accelerator burning. So cool. Let's jump over to Zov says, okay, time to stop typing and drift away. Night Zov, good that you dropped in there. Yep, crazy. Night Zov says CC. Night says Prana. And Nicholas says BTC dividend diminished from last year. Yeah, it's all a function of how much goes through the accelerator and the price of Axion. So those are the two drivers there. Prana says tokenomics got changed to manage and token inflation. That too. That's another third one. Nice one, Prana. Tokenomics also have changed a bit. There's not enough buyers to get any BTC div, says Slash. Yeah, that's what we're focused on, just attracting new investors and getting all those numbers go back pretty quick once you can get a bit of momentum on there. All right, cool. So what else we've got here? I think the last time I did an update it was 18. I didn't do this one here. So we've got 321. In fact, did I do that one the other day? No, I haven't. So 3, 18, that's 20, 26, 27, 27, 30. It's just about 30, 31 million, isn't it? 31 million. So cool. I'll take a copy of that. Let's post that in the chat. Jump into the Discord there. Burn, baby, burn. What did I say? 31 mil. Last 3 days. And total burn. Total burn. If I can type with this little Mac keyboard, total burn. Yeah, let me post that. Bam. Nice. All right. Obdo's not here, but I'll get the fire on for that one. That's for sure. It's easy to win when Obdo's not around.
That's it, mate. Get it in before he gets on.
Yeah, like rank them up, like ding, 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 like those arcade games, like ching, 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 ching. While Obdo's not around, that's the way you do. All right, cool. All right, so put some emojis because I love emojis. Some strange things. So that's cool. And yeah, let's have a look. I think we've done it. We've updated. That's everything about Axion, folks. So obviously, buy and stake, get involved, and you can get a ton of Axion at the moment while the market's right for it. So cool. Let's jump away to Warp. We're going to jump to Warp, and bam, straight away we're in space. I love it. All right, so we've got staking, we've got bonds, we've got ships. So basically, Warp is a GameFi project, gamification plus decentralized finance. So you've got the game side of it, and you've got the serious investing side of it. Well, from some people are pretty serious, and of course that's the way to go. So pretty much you have to get ships and fuels, and you jump from planet to planet, and you mine the heck out of those planets to get a good APY based on the Warp token that you invest. So that's pretty much how it goes. It's going to be lots more features, of course, battles, spaceship battles, journeys, and all sorts of stuff. And it's going to be lots of cool stuff. I just made that journey thing up, but you know what I mean. It's about adventure stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, so we're going to jump through a lot of this. We've got the Warp staking there. I love that ship there. It goes there to another planet. Nice. And you can go through all the details there. So check out warp.bond. The link's in the video description. But we're going to jump to the app, of course. And bam, we're there already. And of course, you can hook up your wallet there. It's on the Polygon network again, just like Axion is. And of course, you got all the cool stuff here. We're just going to quickly go through the homepage. We've got the Galaxy feed, that's the news. We've got the connected wallet with all your details, games and stuff. And of course, we've got the actual economic overview. Just a moment, it's going to be just off the chat for a second. I'll be back in 1 second.
Yeah, he is awesome, Jonathan Prana.
And I'm back. All right, so we've got the market price $180 at the moment, and I don't think that's quite I think that's bounced off the low there. We're going to check out the market cap, the price and the market in a second. Market cap 895,000. That's it dropped below 1 million, but it's still holding up pretty strong there. Circulating supply 1,500 warp. Total supply just under 5,000 there. Those numbers don't seem to have changed much. I don't know. The total burn 158. The treasury balance at 1.5 million. Total value locked at 272,000. This is probably the most important number. This is the amount of warp that's actually staked, but that will move up and down with the price of warp, of course. The current index on Earth is 1.37. In other words, there's been 37 payments, 37 times 8-hour payments from the staking. Warp value backed is $988. That is a function of the treasury balance, 1.5 million divided by the circulating supply, 1,500 warp. And the Starship built 940, parts remaining 27,738. And the APY on Earth at the moment 125, Proxima B 693, and Midas planet is 773. So those are the 3 planets open. Got 2 more planets coming up. Planet 4 must be pretty soon.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Planet 4 and the battle, so I don't know when they're going to release that.
Yeah, it must be pretty soon. Yeah. Nicholas says the bonus of Accelerator is a different bonus of a big payday. Interesting. BDC does an NFT diamond boost. That's right. Or a combo. That's all of them together, Nicholas. If you own a diamond NFT, you're going to get an extra boost. Or go check that out on the NFT stuff there. Jonathan says we all care about free will choice. That's all that matters. Absolutely, Jonathan. Agree with that. Freedom, 100%. Also, keep it up positive, says Prana. They are separate bonus, Nicholas. Absolutely. And Kim's in the house. Hey, Kim. Good to see you. Hi, sir, and all sir. So good to see Kim in there. And Jonathan says, Prana, you are the real one. I have always learned from your comments. That's true. Thanks, Jonathan. So nice one there. What a beautiful chat. We've got awesome community in Axion. So a big shout out. And of course, now we're talking about warp. So let's jump over to, we've got the hanger here. We're not going to talk about that today. We've got the buy parts. That's a recently new. Where you can actually buy parts and you can design them with the amount of strength, so you can invest the amount that you want. There's a 210% bonus there. So you're basically getting twice the amount of strength, aren't you? If you use an LP token, you get 210. So if you invest $119, you're going to get over twice that much, 210% more. So pretty cool. Or 110% more, which way you want to look at it. So that's pretty cool. You can get designer parts. Love it. That's going to be pretty useful. Shipyard, of course, you can buy and sell. You can also do this on OpenSea, but this is a lot easier on air in many ways. But obviously, it depends on if you're looking for the cheapest price. Or, Prana, you did say that on OpenSea, what was the feature that wasn't working? The fuel, was it? Fuel run out?
I can't remember now. I don't know.
Yeah, it was some feature that's not quite working on OpenSea. Just be careful when you're searching there. Also, obviously, the 3 planets. We've got 3 planets at the moment. You can select the Starship and travel to them and try and get the best APY. Also, in the shipyard, you can actually buy a ship that's already there, and that might be an alternative to buying parts or thereabouts. Bonding is actually over now, right? So that's important to remember. Of course, staking is the main game. You've got to select one of these planets. You can buy warp on the market, and you can stake it there. So you can stake there if you have a ship. You need a ship to be on the planet. So 0.19% is the rate there. On Midas, Proxima B is 0.18. So Midas is slightly better, and Earth is 0.07. So these 2 planets are quite a lot better than Earth. I know that I just happen to know that we've got 2 warp captains on this live stream. Let us know where you guys got your ships at the moment.
I left one on Earth, and the other one is on Medius. It
is so cool. All right.
Yep, I'm on Medius. Both.
Oh, you got both ships on Medius?
Yep.
Wow.
I should have kept one on Proxima, actually, but I say that, both on Medius. Yeah.
That's like a fleet. You're running a fleet.
Better move. Just keep both on Medius or leave one on Medius and move the next one to Planet 4 when it comes.
Yeah, well, this is the funny thing, isn't it? All the new guys out there say, when moon? Yeah, well, if you're in warp, it's like, when planet? When next planet?
Well, isn't the game? I mean, obviously the price is going to move around a lot, but it's sort of settled. Price seems to have settled a little bit now. So your investment decisions are a lot easier to make, it seems to me. One
thing I did message Joel yesterday. If you go onto Planet Earth and Calculator, by the way, guys, it is actually showing as that you're actually losing money. Yeah.
On the calculator, yeah.
Yeah, on the calculator. Yeah, so that is obviously a bug. Yeah, so if you go to the calculator and you're on Planet Earth, and then, for instance, put in, say, 2 warp.
Mm-hmm.
So on where it says max warp, just type in 2 there for a minute, Superman, and then put it on 1 day, and then you look at your initial investment and then potential return. For me, it actually shows you're losing money.
So I've got 2 warp. I've got 1 day.
See, you're actually losing $2. Your initial investment's $360. Potential return is $358.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be a bug, by the way, guys.
It looks wrong, yeah. So we've got 2 on these other planets, 360 current wild, 360, 2 warp, 361.
Yeah, the other planets work. Yeah, the other planets work okay. It's just planet Earth. They need to obviously sort that bug out.
Okay, cool. Nice one. Good feedback. All right, so you got the planets. This is a good way of calculating. You got your stake. That's actually where you stake your warp. And of course, you've got your shipyard where you can buy and sell parts. You got your buy parts. You can design your own parts if you can't find them in the shipyard. And of course, you got your hangar. This is where your ships are. And of course, you want to send them to different planets and stake your warp on those planets. So pretty cool. Right, so that's looking not too bad. Let us jump over to the market and have a look at the price of warp. Then let's jump on the chart, see what that's been doing.
Let me just say a couple of things over there for OpenSea. I think that the problem I remember was that it wasn't showing where the ship was properly, like what planet was actually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you got to be careful with that because that's a major boo boo that could really ruin your investment strategy if you get the wrong. If it's not on the right planet. Yeah.
And then I don't know if you told this before, but if you buy a part through the parts store, you get a free repair kit when you buy a part.
No, I didn't say that. Yeah, so you do get a free repair kit if you buy a part.
Yeah, through the Warp app.
So so you get a free. It was here somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, buy parts and you select any of the 3 parts, not the fuel cell, the other parts, engine, hull, and bridge. Mm-hmm. You buy through that link and you get a free repair kit. It might even say that over there.
Yeah, I thought it did somewhere. Direct purchase, create your own ship. Yeah.
Basically, if you guys that don't know, when the ship battles come out, if you lose some of your engine strength, stuff like that, the repair kit puts you back to full health.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it says it right there under purchase info. Towards the right.
Purchase info. Includes bonus repair kit.
Yeah,
repair kit MT when used will restore your entire ship back to full health. Cool. That's actually changes the dynamics of the game quite a lot. Obviously, with the battles and fleets and things coming up, it's going to be good. Let's have a look here. So, boom. All right. So we were sitting. This is on the hourly chart. So we were down at 179. I'm just trying to see what the all-time prices on here. Let me just jump back to daily again. So what we have the last couple of days, we had 4 days ago, the low was 181. We had $180 day before, 179.84 and 179.67. So we had the slight low today. It's been pretty steady the last couple of days. Look at that. That's actually looks like it's sort of found a price it's happy with at the moment. So at about 180. So yeah, that's a lot more stable in terms of making decisions.
I was curious how the price would turn out once the bonding system was turned off and switched over to this new system. So I'm liking the price stabilizing like that.
Yeah, it's a lot better. You can make a lot with the DeFi side. You can make a lot better decisions with your GameFi.
Yeah,
your game side. I just like to say words like that because it's fun. All right, cool. Let's go jump on to the warp. I don't think there's been quite a few announcements on. There's been a lot of social media, like fireside chats. I think let's go this one here, side chats. Yeah. So yesterday, let's go.
We got the hog in the chat.
We got the what?
We got the hog from Discord over in your chat right now.
We got Jonathan Kapal says planet means wondering and stars. And Hog says, who's talking? Hog's there. Hey, welcome, Hog, to the chat. So is Hog a moderator in Warp?
No, he's a regular member that comes into Discord and is always putting in a command for members to see the member count.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Welcome, Hog. Let me just get rid of this bot, Russian bot on the chat. Bam. All right, cool. Go on, Burger. All right, so welcome, Hog. Who's talking? Jonathan says, I'm your host, Superman. Of course, we've got the Crypto Casino and Prana in the house.
Ruckus 3000 in Discord.
Your Ruckus in Discord there. Crypto says, morning, Hog. And Nicholas says, can Crypto Casino talk to audience about his background? It looks interesting, smart investor. Now, there we are, Crypto CC. Away you go.
Yeah, well, you can actually scroll through the Axion Friday shows, Nicholas. And I was a guest on there at one point, and I did talk sort of my life story to a certain extent, as it's crypto. But yeah, I mean, if you can go through them, that was pre-recorded, probably 3-4 months back, but they are all pre-recorded.
Yeah, nice. Very cool. All right, so we had, just going back to a little bit, we had fireside chats with Warp Partners. We've had fireside chats with Godjira. We've had winners of YouTube contest. Hey, look at this. Wow, winners. Hey, here's the winners of YouTube contest. The Superman, first place, Crypto Casino, number 2. And they just happen to be on this live stream.
Oh, yeah.
And number 5 is Ruckus 3000. Congratulations. Woohoo!
Yeah, morning, Irma, by the way, and a little hungover, mate.
Yeah. So
Irma's in the
awesome
house.
stuff. Congratulations to the superstars, content creators for Warp and Axion. And we say the unbelievable. Yeah. Third place is Whitey, and fourth place is Megalodon, the giant shark. Which it looks like there's been some video of a giant shark that may be a Megalodon on YouTube. It's very realistic. It was taken by professionals. So check that one out. Andreas is in house. Good morning, folks. Hey, good to see Andreas. Royalty has arrived in the chat, so great to have Andreas there. You hungover, says, and I guess that's what you're responding to earlier. Morning, Irma, and morning, Irma as well. Congrats. So nice one. And yes, so CC, what do you say? You said you were fine now, right, CC?
Yeah, I'm on my third coffee, Irma, so I'm fine there.
Supercharging, as we know. All right. So cool. That is what's happening there. And of course, we've had fireside chat with Toon Finance. So lots of social stuff with the partners, Polypunks. And that's some good stuff there. So I hadn't finished liking all that. Let's just quickly go to Axion on the announcements. I don't think we've had any. I'm not sure what the last ones we've actually had on here. Actually, we've had a few. So let me have there. Probably got this one here.
With the warp bonds, they were having daily fireside chats with the different partners in Warp.
Yeah, I just went through those. It's pretty good. I love that sort of aspect. It's very engaging.
Yeah, I just wish it was on YouTube so that anybody who couldn't catch it live could just catch it later. But the ones on Discord are not recorded, so that's the only problem I had with it.
Right. So I just realized that Pullen from Axion's got the 5 custom branded Ledger Nano giveaways. So that's definitely, if you want to get one of those, folks, like the YouTube, subscribe, leave a comment. I think Prana's in that competition too. I think you might be one of the best competition players out there, Prana, to be honest.
Like, how Fix says he doesn't have a life. Well, I'm basically in that same camp as him.
Yeah. You should do a YouTube.
I forget. I forget to join some of these competitions.
Yeah. Slash yes. We kept CC awake for another hour after you left. Yeah, I know. I was actually I had to do a lot of stuff that I normally do, just my routine. Andre says, second cup of coffee myself. And nice one there. So yeah, we should actually get a coffee sponsor whenever we have the community show, get a copy sponsor there. So that, folks, is Warp. Warp's happening. You guys know what's coming up? We've got the battles coming up. Got a 4th planet.
And then I think space races are coming, but that's for season 2, most likely.
Okay, cool. Okay, so some big things happening for sure for Warp, and I think the tokenomics has really settled down. That should bode well for growing, I think. So nice. What was I up to? I think I was up to announcement. I've done all that. So I think we're almost up to the last bit I was going to do. Actually, we're going to actually punch in. We're punched out of the price there. So price looking pretty good, holding up at that range. And let's go over to Luxy. I just wanted to cover Luxy quickly because this is really a standout performer in terms of pricing. It's just gone up 5.5, 14.6%. And of course, the product itself hasn't even launched, right? Just the test.
We're still waiting for them. Yeah, we're still waiting for their main product to launch. So it hasn't launched yet.
Man, oh man. And just so happens we've got a couple of people that are involved in the project on the chat. What's a coincidence? It's terrible.
Guys, the crazy thing is, it's only 100 million supply, and over time, that's going to be reduced to 50 million. So at 13 to 14 cents really is a steal at the moment. Not financial advice, but
yeah, sure. So here is the price chart, and of course, am I on the daily? Yeah, I am on the daily. So how many days has this been going? This has been going for 87 days, almost 3 months, and they're about to launch. That launch is pretty imminent, right, for the NFT platform?
I don't know when it's launching, but we've been waiting a while.
Yeah, it's meant to be Q1, so
okay,
by end of March.
It's up 28% since from its all-time low over 22 days ago, 3 weeks ago. So 28%. It's a nice little gain, especially in this market conditions, which has really been an amazing thing. I notice there's big volume candles here. I'm not sure what that's about there, where there was not much volume there before. So that's a bit weird.
Yeah, that might be a false reading.
Yeah, it might be a false reading. You're not aware of some massive, because that would have just gone through the roof if there was real volume. It's a bit weird. Anyway, so cool. Yeah, and a big green candle today. So not too bad. All right, so that's looking good. And I think we're going to just go up to the NFT collections. And let's see what the valuations are going for at the moment. I think it's my watch list. I think it is that one. Yeah, so we've got the we'll go to Axion NFT ecosystem first. So we've got volume trade 20 ETH so far, and we've got the diamond stake NFT. So if you're after a 5% bonus in Accelerator, say you want to accumulate a nice position in Axion, then and you're doing large enough, then getting one of these diamond stake NFTs would be a really bonus. You get 5% every single time you go in Accelerator. So picking up one of these would probably be pretty good. It's going for 0.05 for ETH is the cheapest one. So it's $150, which is kind of a steal if you are accumulating a position and staking Axion. So that's pretty cool. You got the Axion OG Polygon NFT. It's $166 at the moment. That's the cheapest one. And you got the OG 555. That's at $389. So presumably, if you buy these, they've still got liquidity payments, you get those because you're owning the NFT, right? So yes, no.
I'm doing something else in the background. Sorry.
That's right. All right. So we've got the Supernova is now down at $833. That's the last one there. And what else we got? We got our new NFT, which looks great. I think it was pretty cool. And that's the cheapest. That's 2029. That's the LP replenishment one. So maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. And then finally, we've got the OG 555 100 million crew. And that's currently not on sale. No one's got any on sale at the moment. I don't think there's that many.
Yeah, there's only, 4 or 5 of those?
Yeah, I think there's only 4 or 5. Yes, 5 of them. So there's not many. And none of them on sale. You can make an offer, though. But that's it. I'm not sure what the last one traded for. What was the last one trade for on that? Did we have one trade?
There was? I don't know.
Yeah, I think there was. Let me... I thought there was. I forgot transfer. Oh, I got 1 transfer, 2 transferred, ex-employer. Okay. I don't like, none of them have traded.
Well, you could close out transfers, like click that out on the top where it says sales and transfers.
Mm-hmm. None of them are traded. That's unusual. Okay.
No, cool. If you go back down and cancel out the transfers one, yeah, now you can see. So there is no sales.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, cool. All right. Well, good on them. No sales there. But they must still be receiving payments, is my guess. That's what I'm trying to think about, how that's associated to the NFT or to the actual address for those liquidity replenishment payments. At least for the ones that did 18 months or the ones still receiving it. Cool. All right. So that's the Axion list. We've got the Axion Collider now. You don't have to just go and stake in the Axion. You can actually buy Axion Collider particles that haven't been used on the OpenSea. So if you want to go do that, you can go and try and find yourself a good deal there. I wouldn't typically pay more than 10% of the value. 10%, 6% of the value. 6%, yeah, 6% probably, because you get a 4% chance of winning. So 6% is probably paying a slight premium, but that's kind of your top price, in my view. Anyway, what else? We got the warp starships. So obviously you can get warships, warship parts. You can either get them through the shipyard now, which is a new feature opened up only for a couple of days so far, or you can buy them in the warships on OpenSea. But as Prana indicated, the planet may not be right that it's parked on, may or may not be right on there. fair
on
call
OpenSea.
on OpenSea. Yeah,
On the
it is
Warpath, it's more accurate.
this will be accurate. Yeah, cool. That's very important if you want to get high APY. So that's why we raised that point. So cool. What's the cheapest one at the moment? Actually, a ship, $120. Really? Wow. Is that true?
It could be.
Wow, that's double the price that it was. So the market seems to have found some price support there. Wow, they were selling for $45. You could get some. So, wow. Okay.
What, a ship for $45?
Well, maybe not a ship. Maybe it's the parts I'm thinking of. Parts were $45.
Yeah.
Ship wasn't. What's the cheapest ship you've seen?
Yeah, actually, the fuel's gone up. To be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at that the other day.
Oh yeah.
But now you don't have to like buy a random part or hope for a random part when you're bonding, because that's what you're getting before, or just a random part. And so now you can select your part and not hope it's a fuel cell. Like if you're trying to go for a fuel cell, you were hoping for to land that, but now you could just select your part, and you only need 250 points still to get to the next planet, to get there in 24 hours. And that costs right now $125 to get a fuel cell, just for the parts store.
Nice.
My point though, and I think CC answered it for me, is that if you are going to pay $250 to travel to another planet, and you have to sit there for a while, then to not just cover the cost but make a profit, you have to have invested a certain amount of warp. Yeah. So hey, we've got someone else in the chat there. I just saw it. I apologize to Andreas. Sorry about that. I just saw you. Welcome to the channel, Andreas. Woohoo!
Hi guys.
Hey Andreas.
Yo, what's up?
How long you been in there? Let me have a look here.
Sorry, mate. I didn't even see you in there.
Yeah, I've been in like for 8 minutes, I think.
Yeah, you got a nice day over there, sunny.
Yeah, it's pretty sunny, pretty good. Pretty cold though. But it's just what it is.
Yeah, it is cold.
We're so engaged in the NFT store. I didn't see you pop on the bottom there. I saw a message in private chat and I went, wait.
Yeah.
So are you managing to do that on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, just quick work.
I've still not figured that one out yet.
Right. I just got home. Well, I'm outside. Just ended my 24-hour shift. Just walking home at the moment.
What did you say? 24 hours?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he mentioned that on the Saturday hangout.
What sort of job does a 24-hour shift? I'm trying to think.
I work as a caretaker, so they need help during the weekends as well.
Oh, okay.
And they need help 24 hours a day. So.
Okay, cool.
That's how it is.
Well, it looks nice, cold and fresh where you are, Irma.
It does.
I was wondering why my sound cut down drastically. So whenever there's like 3 people or an additional person gets added to the stream, my sound cuts by half and half. So when Andreas came on like 10 minutes ago and we didn't recognize it, he was in the background waiting the whole time, and my sound was down. And I thought there was something wrong, and I don't know. Andreas actually showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, definitely have to appreciate you jumping on, Andreas, because I know that it's always difficult given the timing getting on.
Yeah, no problem. Nice to be here.
So, yeah, it's been good. We're trying to do more of these community shows. Obviously, we've got content creators on. We've got Prana on there now. We've got Andreas on there, so we're getting a good lineup, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing, guys. As Prana's found out himself, he's managed to do a couple of videos now, and for his first stint of doing some YouTube videos, he's done really good, in my opinion. So, yeah, make sure you go and check Prana's channel out as well, Prana Uman.
Thanks. Yeah, it was tough for me to do the Axion video because I had a lot of editing to do and it wasn't processing properly. So you gotta try to work that out if I make my next video and try to do it, find a faster way to do it.
Yeah, it's just about getting those skills up a little bit, getting some cool tools.
Yeah.
I try to do a bare minimum. Yeah. Jonathan says we care about each other, and that's all that matters. I like that, Jonathan. That's very good sentiment, that's for sure.
Yeah, for definite.
Very cool. Well, we're up to an hour and 15 minutes, so it's probably a good place to wrap up, even though Andreas just came on. We'll have to get you on hopefully earlier, Andreas, for next time.
I'll work it out.
Yeah. But it does look pretty nice where you are. Very cool weather there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Can't complain. Been shitty weather and storms the last weeks, so it's pretty good.
Oh, that's nice to get a clear sky then. Yeah.
So, Irma Slasher said, show us a view where you're walking. There's better looking at your face.
Wow.
Oh, Slash.
Not sure if I can do that.
Yeah, don't give too much away. You might get kidnapped.
True. You never know.
It looks actually in the UK, it's exactly the same weather you've got there. It's cold. I mean, I've come out to the log cabin this morning. There's ice on top of the roof, so I had to put the heaters on out here. And but it's a nice, crisp, fresh day, isn't it?
Yeah, same weather in the New York City area too. There's frost on the ground and it's icy.
Well, it's summer here and it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Slash are lucky.
Yeah.
Just wait until July and August, Superman.
Yeah, it's coming. I know. I think it wasn't last year, but the year before we had a really long summer. Like it went into like May, so it was kind of really weird. Yeah, I think last year was kind of normal. The year before that was very long summer.
Yeah, I know it's just weird seeing you with your summer clothes on while we're dressed up in our winter clothes, and then when it comes to our summertime, then we see you in your winter clothes. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I remember you guys were all having great summertime, and I was here in the winter, and it was pretty cold. And it's not that cold. I mean, it's cold, but not that cold. Like there are a couple of nights that do get quite chilly for probably 6 weeks period, maybe longer. 6 weeks, not 6 weeks. There are colder parts of the country, that's for sure. Slash says hasn't really been hot here this summer, says Slash. Where's Slash? Where are you, Slash?
Australia.
Australia, okay. Cool. New Zealand, Australia, there's definitely a summer here. And hasn't been that hot there in Australia. Yeah, it's been very hot here in New Zealand, so New Zealand has enjoyed the heat. I've got a lot of people in Australia, they definitely said that it's hasn't been overly hot.
Isn't New Zealand pretty much in the same latitude as most of Australia?
No, we're probably there's I'm just forgotten the place at the bottom.
Tasmania is
Tasmania, thanks. Yeah.
Tasmania is more like the British weather. Because I remember going backpacking back in the 90s, done all of the east coast of Australia. So from up to, I think, Airlie Beach, is it? The Gold Coast, all the way down. I took the overnight train, which was absolutely brilliant. It had a disco carriage on the train. So you visualize the middle of the night, you're drunk and you're looking out the window and seeing all the cactuses and stuff as you're driving through the night on the train. Absolutely brilliant that was. And then we flew over to Tasmania. We spent about a week there as a girlfriend I was with at the time. And it went from like really hot weather to like the UK weather. Yeah, which was a bit unusual, to be honest.
Yeah, right. That's pretty wild there. Like Tasmania's its own little place, right? Because it's just a giant island. Like it's massive.
Yeah.
Lower down. Yeah, it's lower down. Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty much on the bottom of the world, so I mean, it's kind of like that. When you go to the east coast of New Zealand, there's the beaches are full with broken up trees. It looks like you're at the end of the world. It kind of looks like that when you go there. That's even for most Kiwis. You go there and you go, oh my gosh, am I at the end of the world?
Well, I'll tell you, when I was in Australia, when you had, we was up in the tower, and I was having a meal in Sydney. I don't know the tower, the circular tower thing. When you had the bushfires going on in the 90s, so I think it was 94, was it 1994 maybe?
Slash was that.
But yeah, we was how surreal was that? So we're up there having a meal in the, I don't know what the tower was called, but it's a big tower with a circle on top of it in Sydney. And literally from there, you could see all the bushfires, like sort of all around you. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, Australia gets a lot of fires. We don't get fires, really, here. I mean, maybe there's every so often there might be some freak thing. Australia gets a lot of fires.
I'm not sure, Slash, but yeah, it's the big tower with a circle on top, and I just remember back at the time, like a restaurant up there, and I was eating. I had swordfish at the time.
Is that Sydney? Did you say?
Yeah, Sydney. Yeah.
Yeah, Sydney. I'm not sure what that tower's called.
I'm gonna have one of those breakfast beers we spoke about yesterday.
Nice.
Look it up to the camera. What is it? Let me wait. Let me just how do I don't even know how I put you at the front there.
Breakfast beers.
Yeah, it's a breakfast beer. Cheers, guys.
Nice.
Happy Sunday.
No, well, cheers to you. Bottoms up and all that.
Oh, no, screw that. Oh, man.
Nice.
Nice one. There you got the solo there. Just playing around with the features. Sing us a song.
Nah, I'm waiting for Slash to do a proper interview. Then I'll sing Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Mamma Mia, let me go.
Let me go.
Hey,
No, but that's Bohemian Rhapsody, isn't it? I'm at the ABBA.
Right. Yeah.
Slash's bacon flavor. And
Nah, unfortunately not. It's just flavored with beer flavor.
Beer flavor, that's the one.
Yeah.
I'm still. Last time I heard someone talk about drinking and all that was last night with CC partying on.
What a surprise!
Well, Slash and Prime had kept me awake till, my God, I think it was 25-1.
No, it's the other way around. CC loves to talk, and he just kept on talking.
And the funny thing is, as you know, when you've had quite a few beers, sitting down, I felt fine. But when I come out of the log cabin, walking back up the garden, I fell over near the back doors, got indoors. I don't even remember going to bed. Literally went to my head by the time I got in.
I used to remember you saying, Crypto Casino, I'm going to bed in a couple of minutes. So I tried to stay awake for the call, but you just kept talking.
Yeah.
So yeah. I almost fell asleep in the chair at work. So I was like, fuck this, I need to go to bed.
That's exactly what he did last night.
Yeah.
He went on for another hour or so.
Yeah, I must admit, when I've had a few beers, I do talk a bit too much here.
Nah, it was a good talk. It was a nice talk about Ukraine and all that.
Yeah.
I've been trying to watch heaps of videos, all those videos that people do out of their window. I'm trying to look at heaps of those. Some guy, have you seen the video of the guy? He comes up, there's a Russian tank on the side of the road. Heaps of them have run out of petrol. So they've had looks like they've had quite a few logistical, because they're not in perpetual wars like the Americans where they got full-time practice. But the fact is that they look like they've run out of petrol quite a few. One guy comes up, Ukrainian guy in his car, and he goes, oh, what's the problem? And they go, you run out of petrol? And they go, yeah, you run out of petrol. And then they're having a little dialogue. And he's going, yeah, I'll tow you back to Russia if you want. And he goes, there's a real Russian soldiers on that combat field, and he's like making these jokes, and he just drives through past the rest of the column down the road. It's hilarious. It really is funny.
Have you guys read about the winter wars during the Second World War?
No, I haven't.
No, it's the war that was on the Finnish border. So Russia was trying to invade Finland, which is our neighboring country, and it didn't go too well because the Finns were really good at, fighting in the snow, essentially. Mm-hmm. So there was this commentator recently who just said the Russian army is starting to amass on the Finnish border, and one of the Finns responded with, "Yeah, there's actually tens of thousands of Russians on the Finnish border, about 6 feet deep."
But I thought the Russians were good in the snow too. Right? Don't they deal with cold weather also?
Yeah, but they have a lot of, like, Russia is huge.
Yeah.
Finland is only, like, it's not only snow, but like their army is trying to fight on skis in the snow. So they're all snipers who were just hiding with white clothes in the snow and the trees and such.
Yeah.
Whilst the Russian army, they have some people that were trained for, I'm not sure what it's called, the Alpen troops, not sure what they're called, like the mountainous troops and the people that were fighting in the cold, but they didn't have that many. Whilst the Finnish army was specifically trained for that thing only.
Yeah, I have watched some videos of them training up there, and it's pretty elite stuff. And it's kind of like probably because of the terrain, they probably all grow up like that, knowing how to shoot, knowing how to survive in the bad weather, and all the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think there was one guy, a sniper, a Finnish sniper. I think he killed over 1,000 Russians himself, just by moving along, like in the different piles of snow, and just picking people off slowly with a rifle.
Wouldn't be surprised about that.
I sniped 4 last night in battle.
I bet you did.
And I flew, I don't know what the helicopter is in it, and I'm flying around drunk, and crash the helicopter so many times. And the guys that jumped in with me were so pissed off, like, "Hey, mate, you're killing us." Well, don't get in with a drunken guy flying an helicopter, isn't it?
Apparently, there's some Ukrainian pilot they call the Ghost Pilot or something, and apparently he's already shot down about 6 or 7 Russian planes.
Damn.
So it doesn't all go one way, does it?
I've heard that it's costing Putin billions a day, this war.
Yeah.
And he's going to run out of money within 10 days or something. Is that true?
Yeah, it might only be rumors, but I've read the same, that they were believing that they were going to do essentially like a blitzkrieg and just go in and take over it really fast, but it's not going as well as they were hoping.
Yeah, that's what I agree. And like I said earlier, that quite a few of them have, like, the units have run out of petrol, so real logistical issues. And you got to think about, like I said earlier, America's had perpetual war, so they're used to doing logistics, whereas the Russians really haven't had that many skirmishes, if you think about it. And so that issues like running out of petrol is probably quite a common. You think about the logistics on the whole field, it's a lot, especially when they're coming in from like 4 or 5 different fronts. Yeah. So it's interesting to see some of the practical sides play out. And of course, the Ukrainians, quite a few of them have got life, dug in and doing stuff. I saw a Ukrainian tank sitting inside a little city center. I'm not sure what city it was, but it was sitting in a little dugout. There were trees all around it, so it had quite good camouflage. And these Russian units were coming up in light armored vehicles, but they didn't even see the tank there, and the tank was blowing the tops off these off the things. Yeah, so there's lots of that sort of stuff going. It's the stuff that we don't think about in reality. Yeah. I'm sure it's quite interesting. Yeah, I saw this
also
as well.
I think sorry, go on.
Sorry, they got those. The British, the UK Stingers, and anti-aircraft one. There's rockets with anti-tank bazooka things, and they've been very effective as well.
Yeah, just to address what like Prono has just said. So the thing with Russia is that they are huge. They have all the resources, but this was a surprise attack. They had troops already stationed in Kiev, or how it's pronounced. Like they were hoping essentially to do this really fast. If they were to amass their entire army, they would obviously win the war. But they can't do that because then the borders on the south and the east of Russia is not protected.
Yeah.
So they can't do that. And also, if they were to have amassed the entire army, then people would have obviously realized they were going to invade. But this was more a shock and awe tactic. So they aren't that prepared yet. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I heard that they had a third of their army deployed, which is about 150,000 troops.
Well, the other crazy thing is, if I was the Ukrainian president, back in January, you know, everyone knows around the world that this is what Russia's sort of end game was, to take Ukraine. If I was the Ukrainian president, I would have sent special forces to Moscow, like sleeper cells, not to kill people, but maybe take out, like bomb the electricity pylons, infrastructure, and take the fight to Moscow. Because then what's going to happen then is everyone that's in Moscow at the moment, and you know, I'm really glad that the Russians themselves are protesting. But you take the fight, nothing. Day-to-day life is happening in Moscow at the moment. Yeah, they're not seeing any bombs going off in their own city and stuff like that. But you imagine if they woke up today and special forces, say from Ukraine, start bombing their infrastructure, so they've got no internet, they've got no electricity, gas prices going up. Then they're going to get even more pissed off with Putin and think, oh, look, come on, like, you know, it's happening here with us as well. So I can't understand with these countries that run these countries, why hasn't Ukraine done something like that? Maybe they got something in the pipeline like that, but, you know.
Yeah, well, from what I've read, which might as well just be rumors, because it's really hard to tell the truth from, you know, bullshit right now. But Putin is hiding in a bunker with his oligarchs, who he essentially is forcing not to fly away. And he's doing that for a reason. Like, why would he hide in a bunker if he wasn't afraid that something might happen? So if it's true, I'm not sure. Like, who knows really? There's so much rumors going on the internet right now. It's really hard to know what's true or not.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
All right. Well, we should probably wrap up so YouTube doesn't take my channel down for talking about battles. All right, man. It's been really great, everybody. Appreciate it. And we're going to do this again shortly soon. Enjoy that beer, Andreas. And I'm sure that
thank you.
I'm sure that CC's thinking about having another beer now. No, I'm just kidding.
Another coffee and breakfast.
Hey, the last question I was going to ask CC: have you had a Bintang beer? A Bintang beer?
A Bintang beer? No, I haven't actually. No.
Okay, from Bali. I think they're from Bali.
I'll have to try.
Yeah, awesome. All right, take care, everybody. Thanks very much.
Take care.
All right, take care, guys. Thanks, Superman.